what's good, guys? Welcome back to the Worldverse podcast, presented by Ever Defining, recorded at 6 Degree Studios. I'm K. Leza.
What's good? It's Bills 90.
DEAD Skin Sane.
And there's no Gene today, but we have a special guest, brand director for Starter ANZ.
When your uncle pulls up,
Sam in the building.
Yeah, Sam Scoops is in the building, man. So thank you for joining us.
Bro, thanks for the
Yes,
invite.
Yeah, man.
Been eagerly on the outside waiting for the in, bro. So finally stoked to be here.
Yeah, man. Gene's not here. He's at a concert.
Yeah.
So
good luck with that, buddy.
yeah.
Is he Ocean Alley?
Yeah, he's at that tonight. So, but yeah, a lot of new music. Well, some new music, and I guess we'll start with Diet Coke by Pusha-T. Music videos out. Kanye's
Hard
in
video.
it.
Kanye,
Hard
produced
video.
by Yeezos.
Produced-
Like Jeff Yeezos. Hey, that's what he's rolling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Produced by
Jeff
Kanye.
Bezos.
Produced by Kanye West and 88 Keys, which is hard.
Yeah.
Like, gee, 88 Keys is such a fucking legend in the game, and him and Kanye's fucking rapport and shit is fucking nuts, G.
Yeah, I think
Wild.
I
I
was,
didn't even realize it was by 88 Keys too.
yeah, I was surprised by like how soulful the first Pusha T single for the album. Like, I feel like it's very soulful compared to like what he'd usually bring for his first single for his album. It's a lot more grimy. And
Yeah,
gritty.
and as well as like Daytona, like that whole album was like a whole, like what the first song was like, If You Know, You Know, like that shit was like so hard, and it was just like him rapping up until a certain point, and then the beat drops, and then it just goes fucking nuts.
Yeah, hard.
You know,
Yeah,
that album was
it's not
crazy.
like a super grimy track though either. It's got
Nah.
that
True.
Yeah, not saying it's grimy, but it's just like it was just
But like, I
it was
feel
a
like
banger.
this track is it's the same thing. It's kind of like it's got those nice keys.
Yeah, it's
kinda
not like
soulful,
listening
but
to
it's
nostalgia.
Still the same Pusha T like Coke raps, and they're harder than ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like he's found his place too on those sort of beats.
Yeah,
Yeah,
hard.
he's in the pocket on that.
Yeah,
sort of
yeah.
beats.
Like he knows where he wants to be now.
I just like his hair, bro. Straight up. Push T, like,
I like when he talks about drugs.
bro, he's the king of like just having the same hairstyle, bro.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, he had those
Stayed
braids.
consistent, eh?
Bro,
Straight up.
he rapped about the same stuff for 20 years and had the same haircut for 20 years, bro.
Yeah, but
He's
it's
it,
still
G.
hard. That's
He's
why I love
it,
him.
bro.
Bro, it
He's
is
it. And he wears his like black Prada shirts, bro. He's
And
the
his
one. G.
artwork is just real, like.
Oh, bro.
distorted and
Yeah,
wild.
he's really got a lane now for his
The cover
his
of, like-
creative direction. His-
What is it?
Yeah,
The
bro.
photo of like Lana Del Rey with all the coke over her head. That photo of like when he was
yeah, on
like
his
teasing
Instagram
it and
and
shit.
stuff, yeah,
That's
yeah,
definitely
yeah.
Lana Del Rey, bro. Straight up. That's
Yeah.
the hardest shit. That's the hardest shit.
It definitely makes me excited for a Pusha album, and I mean I think Neptunes are already on it.
Hopefully.
No, they are.
Oh, they are.
They are, and I'm not sure who else is. I mean, I'm hoping Timberland's on it.
Timberland has to be
I'm
on it,
hoping.
bro.
that is
I'm hoping Diddy's on it because I mean he usually does when he does an album. It's usually got Timberland on it. It's usually got
Yeah, Virginia Boys.
Pharrell or Neptune's on it, and it's got Kanye on it. So
Yeah.
it's looking like it's in a good direction for that as well.
That's
was-
goat level
was one of my
production, bro.
favourite.
Well, yeah, that's what I was
Yeah.
saying. Like last episode, he's
like
like,
Hove, eh?
yeah, he's the only one that gets like the Hove treatment with albums, where he can get like all the like those producers together.
Bro, hopefully we get like a Malice, at least like a little Malice fucking feature.
I doubt it, eh?
Yeah.
But we got it on fucking Kanye's joint, so,
Yeah,
you know.
but that was a bit different.
There's like, yeah, that's hoping, but, you know. I wonder what the features are going to be like.
Uh,
The features are going to be interesting.
I don't know. I don't know who the features will be, if I'm honest.
You only had Kanye on the last one. On Daytona.
Yeah, true, that is
true. Yeah.
Kanye on the feature.
But I guess that was a lot more concise, like 7 songs.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm thinking
And
2
that was all EA
Chainz.
produced as well, eh? Daytona.
I'm thinking 2 Chainz, bro.
2 Chainz will be hard.
No, he just dropped though.
Sure.
He just dropped what?
Dope Boys Don't Sell Itself. Or Don't Sell Itself. 2 Chainz has just dropped a...
Oh, yeah, he just dropped the album, didn't he?
Yeah.
No, I'm saying, but he can still do a feature. Oh, yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. But, I mean, the 2 Chainz feature would be hard. Trying to think of who else might come out for
That's the one
Pusha
that
album.
I think.
I was listening to Duffel Bag Boy the other day.
How hard is
true.
Duffel Bag Boy,
Bro,
bro?
I hadn't heard that song in so long. I was like,
Old Teddy, when
damn.
Teddy Boy pulls up, eh?
Yeah.
Oh,
up.
gee, I miss that shit. That era too with like Lil Wayne and shit, bro. So,
Yeah, hard.
Oh, bro, Wayne.
Wayne on Pusha? No, they got beef.
Oh fuck, sorry.
Yeah, Wayne and Pusha can't be doing nothing together.
Sorry, because of Exodus. That's right.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's my bad. He's a fucking solo act, bro. Like
Pusha, yeah,
You don't
But he
really
can
see
do that
him.
though. His bro, Pusha T is so hard, bro.
Yeah.
Straight up,
Facts.
so
I
hard.
don't even know what big names are like.
Underrated, a little
As
bit.
bro.
Yeah, way,
But,
way
then,
too
but, he,
underrated.
but he still manages to make some noise when it's time for him to like drop something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
20 years of talking about the same shit, bro.
I mean, I
And
guess
bars, too.
it doesn't matter if you're underrated
No,
if you
but like-
if you get Pharrell, Timberland, and
Yeah,
Kanye
yeah,
making
yeah,
beats for you,
yeah.
you know what I mean,
Hard
for
up.
your album. Like, doesn't matter how underrated you are.
And they're there for it. And like with Daytona, like he had production from like from like Pharrell and Timberland and like other people and stuff. And then Kanye was like, I can do it better,
Facts.
you know, which is hard. And nobody Kanye wouldn't do that for like most people,
Facts.
you know.
Yeah, nah. Well, we're excited for it. I'm sure. Do we know the release date or nothing?
He hasn't posted anything, I don't think.
It's just the
It's
first
just the- it's
single.
just the first single.
I mean, I could imagine it's within a month.
It's gonna be
We're
out
just not
soon.
gonna.
And it's gonna be
I
interesting to
saw
see.
March somewhere.
True.
And it's gonna be interesting to see where he goes because he's not on like good music anymore.
No, it's on Good Music.
Oh, it is.
Yeah,
the last one on
it's,
it.
yeah. I think it might be the last one. I don't know how he got his masters back for
Yeah, and he's off it, and making his own shit.
Yeah,
too, so we'll
so
see.
it's still good music as it says for the imprint for the
Oh,
single
that's
because
sick.
I did check that, but I didn't see what else it was. But good music was there. But yeah, I guess March is gonna come out, so
Gosh,
that's
sick.
gonna be hard. I just want to know who pissed off J.Cole.
I told you, bro. You did.
I didn't.
You did.
So,
but
I
you
said-
did when you said Benny had a better verse in him.
I think other people would agree with me.
They probably would, but that's why J. Cole's
I
angry.
actually, I like biggest Benny fan ever, but I think Cole's verse is hard.
What do you reckon?
I told you last time
What?
that it was
But
hard.
Nah,
Whose verse
I
is
like
better?
both of their
Yeah.
verses, but for different reasons.
yeah.
But then fucking
Whose verse
Bells picked it apart because of the whole fucking like lightning struck thing.
No, he did.
No, that
Oh,
was me.
was that
I'm the
you?
one. I've been the one that said Benny had a
On the
better
day
verse.
of my birth. Or something, right?
But then after that was hard, and he's like headshot and shit. Bro,
I reckon, like bars.
Cole
Cole's got
got
more
him.
bars.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
Cole
the
got him.
bars for
Cole
sure.
got
Bars
him.
Like punch
Cole-
after punch
for
after
sure.
punch.
Like
Cole got
bars.
especially like when he said,
I don't know. You know what made me cringe is some people said like this is one of Cole's like this is Cole's best verse ever. I was like no.
Oh,
it's
no,
not.
wait
because
not. Wait not.
But
It's because he's
Because
talking
the first
about
4 bars are trash.
It's because he's talking about. It's because he's talking about like when that part when he says like something favorite rapper headshot.
Yeah.
Like that sort of shit. It's
Like-
because I've never heard him talk like that.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh my God, he's
Nah, but
fucking
at the same
hard
time,
as
I
shit.
feel
You
like
get what
it's
I mean?
because people haven't heard anything before Forest Hills Drive.
Bro, it's because everybody listens
People
to
haven't
like
heard
the,
Miss America, bro.
It's because
the
everybody-
first verse on Miss America is way harder than
For-
that
for
verse.
me-
It's because everybody knows all the radio joints.
Yeah. That's what I
That's
mean.
why
Like,
they're
they listen
rating
to that
it.
and think,
But
oh,
the only
this
thing
is
people
J.
that
Cole's
have no
dope.
idea, bro.
with Benny is just an impactful verse.
But
In my opinion, it's just
But
a
Benny's
very
Benny,
impactful.
and he
That's
and he
like-
does the
It's
same
true.
shit.
Like it is what he does. But I
he
just,
does it well.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's
Right.
just like I
J.
just
Cole's
felt like
verse was better.
I just felt like Cole was selling me on something, whereas I was just getting Benny be Benny.
Yeah, you're right. It was
And you
J.
got-
Cole was definitely stepping into.
Benny's world.
Yeah.
Yeah, Benny's
But,
well.
I listened to this thing that Benny was saying that like J. Cole went crazy on that, and like he's calling out other rappers for talking about drugs and not living it, and like people were trying to say that he was calling out
Benny.
but Benny's like, nah, he's like, I'm not in that top 5 category. He's not calling me out. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, I really
I love
don't
it how
know.
he walked, how he like stepped away from him. He's like, nah, G, not me.
Yeah, well, he's like,
Yeah, don't
he's
worry
like-
about me,
He's
G.
like, no way, J. Cole's gonna jump on a Benny track and diss me. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing
he's
that
like,
bothers
he's like, I've got my numbers, bro. I'm in the jail. He's like, he's not talking about me.
Oh,
Facts.
that's hard.
the only thing
Bodies
that
and
bothers
shit.
me about it is like he's saying he's the best rapper alive, but literally a couple of months ago, when we started this podcast, he was
He
saying
wasn't.
he was third to Drake and
Yeah.
Kendrick.
And now he's now
Like
he's-
what has happened in the last couple months where this whole shift of like where he looks at his contemporaries as idols to him because they shouldn't be. I don't think Kendrick or Drake should be an idol to Cole.
He watched our fucking podcast, bro.
Neither,
Straight
that's
up,
how
he watched
he
our
is.
fucking podcast. And he fucking
He watched our podcast.
and he realizes that he fucking
He was like, man.
he heard us talking about. He's like, fucking
Man,
that
if
guy.
they talking about this all the way down in Australia, bro,
It's straight
I've
up,
done
bro.
something
Bro,
wrong.
he's got some weird like YouTube thing and he commented
nah,
on
I
that
reckon.
shit, bro. Straight
To
up.
be honest, I reckon he's just going on a feature run because he's dropping something soon.
Well, he's definitely dropping something.
Yeah,
soon.
getting the hype up to do something.
He's definitely dropping. But like, still,
What's
bro,
your
I don't.
thoughts on the YG track though?
I mean, it's a YG track.
I just
so,
don't like YG.
I know. It's a YG. No.
I just don't like
There's no
YG,
disrespect. I'm saying it's a YG track, so I
I
know
didn't
why.
even listen to it.
Total
Yeah.
disrespect.
I didn't even listen
bro.
to
It's trash.
I know.
I hate YG. He's
It's
the
a
worst
YG
hooks in the
track.
game.
I
He's the
know.
worst hooks in the game.
Please tell me why you always say.
My bitch go loco, go loco.
Why you
Come on,
hating it
G.
so hard?
I know
Come
it's
on,
like
G. He's not hard, bro.
it's
Nah,
YG,
he's hard,
so
but this song ain't.
Nah.
I tell you.
yeah, it's not
G.
everyone's cup of tea in the first place. You know what I mean? But it says a lot. Like I just don't know what this is. Just
Bro,
not,
YG looks like a trillionaire thug wearing Freddy Krueger clothes.
G, come on, G. We're trying to get those NFTs. We're trying to get those NFTs, G. Come on.
Shout out trillionaire thugs, by the way.
Oh, who that is?
A Chillionaire. He looks like
Chillionaire. He looks like he's like a millionaire thug.
Latino.
bro. But I don't know. Like I don't know what's going on with Cole with the last couple of months. It's obviously it's leading to something.
He
And
might
I
have
just,
that hunger again.
there's
Yeah, that's
something
what I
that,
was just
He
thinking.
might have
too.
that hunger.
do you really
again.
think that whole Drake thing that we said where it was kind of like a little bro, like he got little bro by Drake pretty much on stage?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but
That could be
they've
a
done
thing.
that to each other before, though.
Nah, Cole's never done that.
Now, yeah, Cole has it, but Drake's done it a few times.
Drake's the type of guy that would fucking rub his head, bro.
Cole's
Like-
ringing Drake going, come out with me. And he's going, nah, bro.
Like, bro,
Jay.
I'm sure he hated that reassurance from Drake that you're a great rap. Like, I'm sure he hated, like,
Hey,
you know,
man.
because like,
I just want to tell you, just in case you didn't know,
what?
you're
Bro,
one of the best to ever do this,
Bro,
bro.
I'd be so pissed if I jumped on Bill's beat and then I just said, yo, that guy's like an idol to me. And like, you know, and I said I was like,
Keep it up, kid.
And then we get on stage, yeah. Then we get on stage and then he like reassures me like as if it's a private conversation. Like, I just want to let you know.
It's like, I know I'm
You're one of the
tight.
greatest rappers.
Oh, bro.
Like, bro, that would bother me a lot.
But
You know, but he
that's
put himself in
Drake.
that position.
Yeah, he
But
did.
Drake does shit like that, bro. You
Yeah,
can't.
yeah, yeah.
Like he'll do that shit to anyone.
but it's like
G.
I said, it's not the first time Drake's done it.
You probably do it to Jay-Z, bro.
You know?
You get what I mean? Good work.
Yeah,
Good
well
work
done.
on that verse.
Well done, mate.
Fucking hell.
Drake's very particular with his words.
Yeah.
He's very.
Yeah, but Drake's done that before, though, with Cole.
I don't know. I got a feeling Cole.
There was no need to do it now, bro.
Yeah, but I
Because
just,
if you think about it, but if
He's
you
talking
think,
to J. Cole like he just
made
started
it.
popping, bro.
but,
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
but to be honest, if you think about it, if you
that's
think,
disrespectful as hell.
but if you think about
Bro, Drake said the same thing to freaking Migos.
but if you think about from like, if you think about
to
it,
anyone who
Facts,
wants
eh?
to pop.
but if you think about when like Drake came out, and then when J. Cole came out, J. Cole is technically the next generation.
nah. Cole's like literally
been
same
around,
era, bro.
though.
Bro, Kanye, fucking Kid Cudi and Drake came out at the same time, and they were popping.
Kanye's
and
way
then,
before.
No, Kid Cudi.
No,
Kid Cudi and Drake. Sorry, Kid Cudi and Drake. Kid
Drake's
Cudi and
after.
Drake.
Drake's after Kanye. Though.
No,
You
I'm
said
saying
Kanye.
Kid Cudi and Drake
Yeah,
came out
that's
at the same time, and then the next generation was Kendrick Lamar and
It's not
fucking
even next
J. Cole.
generation. It's
Nah,
like
It's not-
it
it's
the
wasn't
next
it was-
year.
It was
Yeah.
like the next year,
Yeah.
bro.
But you get what? But
I was
that's what I'm
listening to
saying.
Cudi and then I was listening to Cole, bro. Like,
Yeah, but-
Yeah, but that's what
back-to-back
I'm saying. I'm
albums.
not saying it's like fucking 10 years away, but it's like the next generation. That's the way
Next
I see it.
generation. If
What
it's
year?
1 year
What
away,
years
right?
are not next
They dropped a
generation?
year apart.
Yeah, but like fucking
Yeah,
oh, do you
generation
not
is
get
at
it?
least 10 years or something, right? Fuck.
I think
Yeah,
a
but
generation
that's
is 10 years.
yeah. Okay, then I'll go fuck myself. It's alright.
It just
J. Cole sucks.
bro. It literally is just like.
Drake sucks too.
Oh, come on.
Like, let me put it to you like this.
Next
Though.
subject.
Like, let me put it to you like this though. Like, you don't like if you play up 1 year like in a sport, like you're not playing the next generation. Like you're just playing up 1 year. Like if you're like 10 years old and you're playing 20-year-olds, that's like a bigger leap. You know, like they're right within the.
Yeah, I
same
didn't realize
window.
it was like only 1 year. I thought it was just like fucking at least like fucking 4 or 5.
Nah,
Because
they're
were popping
close.
Before
It's like
they,
one
They're
before
close.
were
before they
pushing
became
apart.
like hot.
Like there's a bigger.
When did he become hot?
There's
though?
a bigger gap between Kendrick and then Cole and Drake. But you still wouldn't say it's a generation. It's
it's
like
still like
3-4
the same-
years, you know.
No, he's the wrong word on that.
In the
but yes,
same
right.
box.
Nah,
Like, you'd
but
put their 3 names together before you'd put Cole,
Yeah.
Cudi, and Kanye.
Yeah,
You
I
know
don't even
what I
know. But yeah, but I'm not gonna. I don't even know why I said Kanye by accident.
Oh.
Because Kanye's got like 4 generations.
I
can use it now. Can I use it now?
but
Kanye
yeah,
is
like
a
I don't
generation.
know. I don't know. Cole, I honestly do feel like, obviously there is an album coming, but I honestly do feel like something's bothered Cole. I don't know what it is.
It's gonna be interesting to see
Yeah,
like
he's
how.
just- I kind of feel like he's just having after dropping, he's just back in the game. Like he's hungry.
Just keen
again.
to rap again, eh?
Because was he
And,
off?
that's the best thing about features is you can just go crazy.
That's
on a
true.
feature.
Exactly.
That is
bro.
true.
Just
Yeah.
drop a
All you do
verse
is
and
one
that's
verse.
it.
Yeah,
and
that's
like,
true.
You
You
go
can always
as
steal the
crazy as
show.
You want, and
You can always
And you
steal
don't
the
have
show
to
with,
worry
as
about
a
the
feature.
pressure of like putting it out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The,
'Cause the
the
other
pressure's not on
person's-
you to do everything.
Because
Yeah.
the other person's fucking
Yeah, bro,
problem
just
to like
drop a
put
verse.
this shit
Like,
out.
Wayne just went on a mad feature run.
Yeah, exactly. Like it is. We're in a different era. Like, where to see Cole put out an album last year and then another album this year, and like with Kanye, with Donda, like literally last year, and then
Bro,
now
they're
they're
not
saying
even 6
Donda
months
2.
apart, bro.
Yeah,
Surely
it's like
Drake's got something in the works now.
yeah,
He's
like it
oh,
wouldn't.
everyone else is
Yeah,
dropping.
yeah. If Drake, I wouldn't be surprised if everyone's back here every year with a new album now, because it's just like
be
that.
dope.
Drake's got to do like
You
at
gotta.
least
I
I
2
mean,
or
it works
3
for
a
us.
year, bro.
We're a music podcast, so
It's the content.
yeah.
Drake's
I'm-
gonna do at least 2 or 3.
I'll gladly take a new album from each one of the big artists every year,
Yeah,
for
at least
sure.
It gives you, makes you like keep them on the
Yeah,
game a bit.
I just
like.
don't know. You can't be the put out an album and then 2-3 years like
'Cause no one
I can
anticipates
tell-
it anymore.
Yeah, like I consume Drake like the cream of the crops music differently.
Yeah, because people don't anticipate it anymore.
Yeah,
They
like
just, if they're not getting it, they move on.
I
Yeah,
feel like
for
it's
sure.
So it's like, you know, back in the day, you'd only have like 1 or 2 classic albums because you'd only own that. Now,
Yeah.
like, you can have their entire catalog and just go from one to another. And like, each one is a classic in its way. So it's not like they're just building up for that one massive drop. They're like, we can just keep putting out albums and people are still going to just like get on it every time.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, 100%. And it's the whole streaming thing too. Like you've got like 400 and something albums in your pocket now.
Yeah.
It's not like that one album that you're gonna listen to
You
like
learn
front to
something every
back.
day when you fucking open Spotify or iTunes.
Yeah.
or-
Facts.
Yeah, especially when bro, like it's crazy. And
But
then
at the
like
same time, is that like the complete opposite in a way that like you're so consumed with music that like when you actually go to think what's your favorite Drake album, you never have one because you're kind of going from here to there because you
Yeah,
could be
I don't-
what you listened to last week.
I don't think we're in the generation of like they just like artists.
Yeah.
They don't think how we think, where it's like his best album is.
Yeah.
You know, they're just like, I like him, and then they just
But
because you
and
know,
too, I think
like
it's-
Spotify, you press play on an album on Spotify and it would just shuffle the album, and then
Yeah.
Adele was like, I don't want that. Like I sequenced this album for a
Yeah.
reason. I want it heard
Don't
that
shuffle
way.
it.
Whenever
don't
I-
shuffle it automatically.
whenever I save an album
That's why I
or
listen
when,
to iTunes. It doesn't shuffle it.
yeah, but whenever I save
DSP wars in the building right now.
but whenever I save an album on like Spotify or someone drops an album on Spotify, I'll turn shuffle off and listen to it front to back. But that might just be like an old person
Nah,
thing.
but I feel like that's normal though.
Yeah, no, that's
Because you got to
You-
listen to
you
it.
know what I mean?
for-
That's the natural thing
the
to
way
do,
they
bro.
intended it.
Yeah,
It's
you
like
gotta
reading a
listen-
book,
like-
G. You don't
yeah.
read a book and start from the middle.
Yeah. You gotta start from like top to bottom, let it go because you don't know if they've like sequenced it and like what
sure.
Lisa said, like
album is
sequenced it.
sequenced in a way, unless it's
Yeah,
just
Oh,
they
for
they
sure.
chose every single fucking
Even-
song and put it in a certain fucking checklist. Bro,
even
for
if
a
it's
reason.
not a story, like maybe they just want you to like listen to this sonically in that order because they
Yeah,
want it
yeah,
to
yeah.
feel
Especially
like,
like,
you know,
especially
like,
like older albums when they've got like skits and shit, and then like it goes into like the next song,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that
yeah.
sort of shit. Like,
Yeah.
not enough
I miss that
skits
shit.
anymore.
yeah, there's no skits
I
anymore.
Bro,
feel like
let's-
too, like when you're talking about how people follow artists and that, I feel like more they're following artists, bro. Like right now we're in a phase where people follow trends, so it's like it doesn't matter what artist is doing it.
Yeah,
As
yeah,
long
yeah.
as they're on
That's
that trend,
that,
people
yeah.
will just keep listening to
Yeah,
it and
yeah.
listening to,
Yeah.
like consuming it. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah.
Like people listening to like freaking Afro beats and stuff. Bro.
Yeah.
Like
They're only gonna listen to like, and they're only gonna listen to like what X amount of the song, and then next song,
Yeah,
and
exactly,
then next song,
bro.
and then next
You
song.
know what I mean? 'Cause
Yeah,
it's-
and the
'cause it's trendy.
Spotify is really good at like finding
Compiling
what that's
those. Yeah, bro.
similar to that. They're really
Yeah, their
good at
algorithms
like,
are fucking crazy.
yeah.
Yeah, they sometimes like I sometimes like take my hat off to it. I'm like, wow, like I discover things or like tunes. I'm like, man, what is this?
Yeah,
Even
Legit.
even like what I love is like the song like.
But
So
then
you-
I feel like sometimes it's like you're just cycling through it that you don't actually stop and appreciate it, or you don't like unless you completely stop and check it and remember it. It's just like, oh, that was a mean song, but then you hear another one and that one's gone. You know?
Yeah, hard.
Sometimes too, like I'll just search up a song, and then I'll play that song, and then just let Spotify play whatever's after it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like, bro, I was listening to what was I listening to? Southside from the Game and Lil Scrappy.
yeah.
Bro, and then it just started playing heaps of little Scrappy stuff, like
Oh,
heaps
yeah,
of
how
stuff from like 04
Money in the
to
Bank
08,
and
bro.
shit, Money in
Yeah,
the
bro.
Bank
I
and
was
shit.
like,
Money in the
damn,
Bank,
this
that's
is
a
crazy.
track.
But
But
heaps
that's
of
why
songs
so-
that I hadn't listened to for ages, bro.
And what you can do too is you can go like artist radio, or you can go like song radio too.
Yeah.
And the song radio comes up with all this other shit, and like,
Crazy,
it's
yeah.
so hard. That's what I do for sometimes, and then like bro, it's always getting added to playlists. That's why like my playlist is just popping. And you go through your like little moods of like different genres, or if you listen to different genres, that sort of shit. You know, you let it go on to another
just
thing.
rap
and then you listen
music and
a
country music, bro.
weird fucking
That's
weird
the only
rabbit
thing
hole.
on my Spotify, G. Rap
Mine's
and
dark.
country.
Mine's all dark.
Yeah, so I mean, it's just crazy with how we consume music to the point now that we're talking about Donda 2 coming out. I don't know, within- Well, I mean, let's be real. Let's be real with the first Donda. It was circulating around, like literally was on a tour before it dropped.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't know. Like, you know, it was said from Kanye that it's gonna drop this month, next month. I don't know.
But he's done that so many
his
times.
doco's dropping as well, eh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I think that's
Well,
got,
I
I think
there was like a premiere for that.
Hasn't
like,
it-
Is it because they've already?
I think
had a
they pushed it
listening
back,
party,
didn't they?
eh?
They pushed back the
No, it's the
Documentary.
18th. It's the 18th. It
He's
says
getting
18th.
Drake to
On,
narrate it or something, yeah.
it says 18th on Netflix.
Oh yeah.
I only know that because Chainsaw Massacre comes out on the 14th.
I swear it was earlier though. I swear it was meant to come out earlier than
Yeah,
this
isn't it
though.
what's the 222 thing?
Yeah, I thought it was meant to come out earlier. But
Oh,
anyway,
no, that's his. That's
But
his.
then
album's
he had a
dropped
listening
22nd,
party
yeah.
like last
Yeah.
night, and there was like.
True.
You see the photos that like Young Lean was there, like
Yeah.
I feel like
and
this
Drake
one's
was
gonna
there
have
too.
some wild like features.
so we
as always, like,
But like,
we
they're
do
just
believe
people
it's
that
gonna
go
come
listen
out
to
soon.
this-
no, but like Young Lean,
Yeah, but like they're just people that pull up at. So okay, so
you know, but Kanye's very precise with
Yeah,
who he
and
brings
then-
to these kind of events.
That's
bro.
and then
True.
when I was
Anyone he's seen with at these
Yeah.
kind of times,
They're
is,
on it.
Is on it somehow.
I feel like Young Lean's gonna have like some weird like.
like
back
Antonio
credit.
Brown's probably going to drop a verse. Bro. He's been hanging out with him that long.
he probably will.
He's left the NFL. He's started the rap career.
He probably will. He'll probably be on the intro, bro.
Yeah.
That's how Kanye operates, bro.
Yeah.
Like that logically makes sense.
You hang out with
'Cause
Kanye
you know-
in 5 minutes and you're wearing all black leathers.
Yeah, facts. Like, bro, you know,
Straight
Fucking
up
a
there.
bulletproof vest that says Donda on
if the
it.
first verse you hear on Donda 2 is Antonio Brown, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah,
Because that's
Donda.
literally going to go straight on every social media
Yeah,
platform
hard.
being like, Antonio Brown's opening Donda 2.
Yeah,
And it'll just spread like wildfire.
hard up.
And then it just, like, bro, like, when Kanye drops an album, it's almost like a play-by-play commentary
Yeah.
from the whole world on social media.
Oh,
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? It's
the
like,
world stops, bro.
yeah, it's like
everybody
it's like,
fucking
bro,
talks about it. Jay.
It's like
And
crazy.
everyone's like, it's
Antonio
like-
Brown has checked in the first track.
It's
He's
gonna
come,
be-
he's
it's
came
like-
out looking strong. You can see how Kanye's coordinating this one.
Bro, straight up.
Next up's Young Lean. We saw this coming. It was an early
He was
trade
there.
in the
He was
offseason.
there.
yeah.
It's gonna be interesting, but like,
The
It's-
baby's going to be on it. He's been like,
Little
Yeah.
baby?
da baby.
Oh, I didn't care about the baby.
No, but
honestly.
he's
I
like,
don't
he's
care
been
about the
seen with
baby
him
too.
heaps.
Is
And
the
I
one-
Yeah,
feel
no,
like
I know what
after
you
his
mean.
whole
Is the one that sucks?
like,
Yeah.
Kanye just
Yeah,
latches
yeah.
on to
It's
the
another-
people
Sucks
who
as
are
person,
involved
yes.
in controversy.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Antonio Brown with his
Lil Baby's
like,
the fire one.
and yeah, the baby with all that like cancel culture.
Yeah.
Shit. Like Kanye just grabs him and like he's on it.
Bro, we might get a
he like-
Marilyn Manson
he
fucking
thrives off
feature,
the name,
bro.
bro.
We might get a
Kanye
Marilyn
thrives off
Manson
that
feature.
name.
And like he's gonna be talking some shit about Kim and like TikTok.
yeah,
and
it'll
all
be
that.
everywhere.
He's on one right now, bro.
Um,
We might get a Marilyn Manson feature, bro. He wasn't
He
on the
hasn't been
last
seen
one.
with them though, not in a while. So you know.
Yeah, but he was on that. Surely there's some cut somewhere, bro. Surely there's some cut somewhere. The Young Lenny shit will be fire though. I reckon it'll be super melodic.
Yeah, it's really hard to tell. And I mean, it makes it 10 times harder to tell when Future's executive producer.
Is he?
I really don't understand. I really don't
Wild.
understand. Yeah, what
He's
is
only
it?
doing that for a fucking.
Yeah, only one of the-
Has Future ever produced anything?
Like, I
He
just,
is Dungeon Click though. So
I
he's
don't
got
know.
something.
There's always a method to Kanye's madness.
Yeah,
Hey, like,
wild.
I don't know. We're gonna find out. This is definitely, with what Donda was, it does make me afraid of like what Donda 2 will be.
I hope, I hope he has given it enough thought because like Donda was like Bill said, like it had the full lead up and like
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope
he's
it's
just
enough.
pulled this one out of his ass. It seems.
Yeah, I hope it's not
He
like.
hasn't locked himself in a stadium for a couple of days and redid it 3 times to kind of get to this point. He's probably, well, who knows? It's still early.
I hope
days.
it's not like.
That's true.
I hope it's not like a dud.
Something's
Like,
gonna happen. You know it is.
yeah, I hope it's not a dud. Because it's too close to the other one. Like I like waiting for like Kanye
I'll be
shit.
pissed if I was Pusha. I'll be like, bro, it's like my time right now.
Yeah, that's true,
Can't
especially with
just
how
steal the
long.
shine with another Donda.
That's probably why
I
he
think it was
gets.
2018. 2018.
That's
last
probably
time
why
Pusha
he
dropped.
gets.
Was it?
True. It's
That's-
like, yeah, it's
That's
been-
probably
Yeah,
why
I
he
listen to
gets
that, at least
fucking.
once a week still.
That's probably why he get fucking good music because of that shit.
Well, I mean, it's not. I mean, he's still on good music technically because it's out.
But you get what I
album's gonna
mean?
Come out.
Like he probably did it because it's just like Kanye always did his shit. It's fucking Kanye West.
Yeah, hard. I guess we'll move to like more music that's dropping, which is, I mean, we've touched on it. I feel like this is almost like the Drake, Kanye, and Griselda podcast. But Griselda's dropping; they're coming. Like a lot of music. Yeah, Conway.
Gee,
Yeah.
John, bro, Conway.
Yeah, that's his track too. I thought it when you said it was like when you told me it was like a Griselda track, but it's Conway track with them on it.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
I
for
just
the-
seen all
that's
their
for the
names and
album.
shit. Oh, because his
Album,
name's
yeah.
first, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wild, bro.
Well, 'cause
John
then
Woo
I saw
flick,
West
G.
Side-
Did you
West
listen?
Side talkers shit about it.
You listen to it. Come on,
It's
G.
mean, Derringer.
Yeah. Finally, like,
Some Derringer beats.
the boys all back
Felt like
together.
he got left out after a while. Everyone kind of went elsewhere.
Yeah.
they all
Everyone
came up.
started popping off.
Yeah, and then Derringer was like, "Damn, like I was the guy." But
But
always
he
been
knew.
the-
Yeah,
but
true.
he knew for like one of the first songs off the album, it had to be Derringer.
Yeah, well, Tatum Talk 4 is only Alchemist, Derringer, and Beat Butcher, so he's in the mix on there.
Oh yeah, that's hard. That's hard. That's gonna be good too. And like Beat Butcher's so far because he like helped with fucking like the first Griselda fucking
Yeah,
album.
the
So
album.
which is the hardest shit. But bro, I just cannot wait for Conway.
Facts.
Like,
Man,
He's the
can-
one.
Are we really talking about in the next month or two we're gonna get Kanye,
Bro, that's so much
Pusha,
music, bro.
Conway,
Benny.
Benny.
Benny and then
Currency and Alchemist as well are dropping.
True, Currency.
Again?
Yeah.
Wow.
Again?
Yeah, so Currency's already dropped like twice in the couple
Currency.
months, but this is a full Alchemist produced as well.
oh
Currency.
Currency is
he's
fucking
criminally underrated.
Bro, it's legit.
Criminally.
currency's fucking push out
You know,
and like
everyone goes New Orleans and thinks Wayne, but it's like
Currency
behind
was
Wayne,
first.
It's got to be Currency.
Currency was signed to fucking Cash Money fucking is like same fucking
he
time,
was
G.
about, yeah.
And then like Currency's like OG like shit with like Wayne back in the day because people only know Currency from like Wiz Khalifa and
Wiz,
shit,
yeah.
but it's like his old shit with like Wayne is like he's an OG.
But I feel like in the like recent years, he's almost found his own feet.
Yeah,
He's less like
he's doing his own shit, which
you
is
know,
fire.
He's just making like doing tracks with Alchemist and like
Yeah.
50 and stuff.
And his
It's
car,
way
his
more in his like lane.
yeah, and
more
his
laid
and his
back.
and his car bars are like just too
yeah,
hard.
he's-
His
he's
car
got,
bars
like,
are
the-
too hard.
He's got like the massivest like Chevy collection. Eh?
Yeah.
And
And then
Pines.
even like his like joints with like fucking Harry Fraud and shit too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It's
Harry
like, you know, like him and Harry Fraud are so at home on fucking beats. And then when we talking about
He's
it
also underrated, Harry Fraud.
yeah, but what were we talking about like a while ago, was it Baldy and Currency and they ended up doing a fucking song like fucking the album after? There was someone that me and you were talking about Scoops.
Oh no, it was Freddie and
Freddie Currency,
Yeah,
and they're doing a fucking song on that shit.
And they made an album.
Yeah, which was hard.
Yeah, I mean, Currency's underrated as just an independent artist too that people should like mold
Yeah,
themselves
true.
by as
He's-
well
he's
because
independent.
he's full independent and
Yeah.
everything, bro.
Doing
So
his
He
own
makes
shit.
bank off his merch too.
yeah,
Real
like
life
and
merch.
shows, you know, he's got a really cult
following.
fan base.
He's got a fucking cult following, bro.
Yeah,
He's
bro.
huge.
Yeah, he's dialed in.
But yeah, so much music from like to come with, and then yeah, Griselda obviously, everyone's super excited. I think Conway's gonna have the highlight.
Yeah.
Oh, I think Freddie's dropping this year too, isn't he?
Yeah.
Holy man, it's really the year for rap,
And
like
then-
rappers,
and
bro.
Yeah,
Griselda's dropping an album too.
But Griselda's dropping.
Damn,
I'm not gonna lie, with
that
the,
warms my heart.
with the
bro.
Griselda album, I'm not gonna believe it until it's.
Yeah.
Because everything
talking about it,
Westside says it happens. Bro.
Yeah,
And
that's
like,
true.
And Derringer's gonna
he's
be, and it's gonna be Derringer again,
another
bro.
Baldy album. There's gonna be a Rome Streets Griselda.
I just
album.
Bro, Rome Streets as well, bro, this year.
I just think the
Gee,
Griselda
big
one
boy
is just-
gritty, G.
especially, bro, they're dropping these two albums,
But
the
they do
highest.
this every year.
Yeah, I know, but it's a
You know their push out's fucked up, bro.
The only
You know their push out is the
Yeah.
one that gets everyone. G.
My only thing is that it's heights that has never been seen before from the mall.
Yeah, that's
And they're gonna be getting pulled left,
Wow, Benny,
right,
yeah,
and
bro. Benny's deep
everywhere.
jam.
You cannot like, bro. Benny's gonna get look, and Conway's gonna get looks that it's gonna be hard to get them in one space, even for a day.
Yeah, but
with how they
but
are.
the bro, they
every
did.
time you hear them talk, like their family first, and yeah, maybe I'm just too hard of the fan to say that like they're still hanging, they're still making tracks.
I don't.
No, they are.
I'm not
bro.
saying.
They are.
I'm
They're
not
still
saying.
hard.
That's what I'm
And
saying.
bro, the last album was made in a week, G. They
Yeah,
had
that's
it
what I
for a
mean.
month. They had
And
it
then
for a
they'll be able to
month,
lock
G.
in
I
5
know
days.
that.
Yeah,
I
bro,
know that.
They do it 2 days.
I
G.
get what you all.
days done.
Stages, you reckon they're gonna step in?
I get what you all saying.
Gee.
All I'm saying is, I'm
Stop
not
killing
holding
our
my
buzz.
I'm not holding my breath. I'm gonna be realistic. I'm not
Yes, we
holding my
get it.
breath
Yes,
on
we
it
get it,
happening.
tinfoil hat.
I'm not gonna hold my breath on it happening this year because I just
Negative
think it's
Nancy.
really gonna be hard to
No, it's done, G. They're
to
doing
pull
it.
off.
They're doing it, G.
All right.
They're doing it, G.
We'll save
We'll have
this.
another
We'll
podcast
save
about
this
when it
and
drops and
yeah.
then we'll tell you how good it was.
If
yeah.
hey,
And you can sit on the outskirts.
if it's December
not allowed to
31st,
listen to
if it's December 31st and it isn't here, I'm gonna be letting you hear it.
Oh yeah.
You're just gonna hear it from me because I would have been like, I told you, and you're just gonna be like, nah, you're right. Like they really because they're gonna get pulled. They're
gonna drop his body the game.
Bro,
again,
yeah,
no one's gonna do
bro.
anything.
Kanye's probably gonna do Donda 3 this year. West Side's gonna be. West Side's gonna
come out of
West Side's gonna
retirement,
curate it. Yeah, you know what I mean.
West
Like,
Side's gonna come out of retirement just to do it.
let's be real. Like, it's gonna be hard to get them. Like I said, one day in a room this year because it's gonna be a crazy run after this. And I really truly believe that Conway's album is gonna be crazy.
Yes.
I reckon.
I think so too.
I don't think Benny's. It's gonna be Benny's.
Benny's
best.
gonna be hard,
Benny's
but
is
Conway
my pick.
is
Hey,
Benny's is my pick.
Conway. G.
I just think
Conway's
Conway's.
last one,
I just
bro.
think
It's gotta be
Conway's.
it.
I just think we're gonna see
Conway's the
one.
one, G.
I just think Conway. We're gonna see the high. Like we're gonna see a real like his best album.
He's my favorite, so I
think-
gotta
feel
say.
like the others have all got like. It's
Yeah.
hard to pick Conway's best.
I think
album.
Conway-
My is Lulu.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
Conway's
Lulu
gonna,
was hard.
I think
Calvin's a fucking bad joint on
From
there.
mine's probably from King to a God, but I feel like this will be the one on the mantelpiece
Lulu's
where it's
like
like
the
this is
finished
the best
album.
one. This will like solidify him for real.
I hope
And then
so,
Benny,
because like I feel like Benny's just been like he's been the highlight reel of the crew right now.
Yeah.
for sure.
and he's the one. He's getting all the smoke. Whereas like Conway's kind of it's
The
always
shadow
just
guy.
been Westside and Benny, and Conway's just been a part of the triangle way. But
Yeah, but like way. But
it's
not,
hard though
and-
because a lot of people like unless you're like into just the heavy spitters, people listen to Conway and they get like they don't like his like the way he talks out the side.
That's
I mean,
the
I
least.
like
that's the
Conway.
least of
People
my
get
problems.
over it.
Conway's
That's the
my
first
favorite.
thing
Yeah.
my son noticed.
Yeah.
Treat the
Was
funny.
how, yeah, it was like how he talked. He was like,
But like, if
He
you don't know
sounds
the
weird.
story,
It's like,
like
he
once
sounds
you know
weird.
the story, I feel
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
it makes it way harder.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it does.
And then like,
But
and
an
then
outside
like,
looking in, you're like,
Yeah.
why is this dude like?
Yeah.
Have you ever heard
well,
of live
when
too?
I
It's
even when I
like,
told
man.
my son,
Yeah.
like when I told him that, he was like, "Oh, that's cool."
Yeah. Well, I seen someone that said,
The right side of his face.
yeah,
Oh,
shit.
boom.
I seen someone that like suffers from like the same,
palsy,
yeah,
yeah.
and he was saying like I got like 1,000 times more respect because I've been diagnosed with this, and there's heaps of days where like I just can't even feel my face, or like, I can't even talk,
rapper or just a person?
I can't even eat. Nah, just someone that just someone talking,
Cool.
and they're like I got like so much respect because I don't know how this guy does this.
Yeah.
You know, and that amount of music and like showing face for like different press runs and all these things.
Yeah.
Man.
He doesn't miss a beat from
Yeah, like
And then his bars and shit too. Like he found a new way to rap again. Like he did the Kanye thing, and then
he's
just
got the craziest
Kanye
references,
50.
bro.
yeah,
you know,
like
they
learn how.
did it.
They were just like looked at as like Conway's like NBA references and shit. So,
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
that AI,
bro.
that AI line was the one that solidified him as my favorite rapper.
Yeah, Conway's
Like
different.
straight up, as soon as I heard that AI line, he's just
he
like,
drops
oh,
everyone's name in
Yeah,
there.
Yeah.
bro. His
Julius
NBA
Erving,
references are
like,
crazy.
yeah.
What's
And
the
then
Julius
from
Erving
that,
line?
talking about that to like talking about like fucking going from like playing sports to like playing the streets and shit, bro. He's just fucking, he's the one G.
Yeah, he's the pin.
He's the
pin
one
of
G.
the,
His, bro, his darts are just.
But it's crazy though, because they all
yeah,
right.
Benny
Jeez,
as
and
well. Like,
all their
Benny's
pins are
like-
sharp. G.
They-
Benny
bro.
just hits the pocket hard every
they
time.
rap,
Bro,
bro.
straight
West
up.
Side's just like he's just like flossy as.
Yeah.
Because they're MCs. G.
Oosh. My
Oh,
commanders.
man.
Oh, bro.
My champion.
That's like the corniest conversation, eh? MCs versus rappers.
There's a difference.
Nah, they're spitters.
Yeah, bro, they're different level. It's a
Bill's-
different caliber.
Bill's pen sharp.
They rap, bro.
So is Laser's pen. Script's
Yo.
pen sharp too. So
I ain't got no pen, dog.
shout out, G. You're a sharp pen, G. Don't worry. Or use
Sharp A5 pencil.
Hard.
your pen license.
Pen license. Holy crap.
Sheesh. I'm trying to get on topic. Alchemist, eh?
G, best.
What
producer.
what did you say? Alchemist is producing.
No, so he's producing. So he's dropping. There's a full Currency
Project.
album. It's just him and Currency
Again.
Yeah.
Yeah, again. Then it's like Tamer Talk 4 is only him, Derringer, and Big Butcher. He's got like he had like 2 tracks on Earl's album.
Yeah.
What did he drop just before that? Like 2 Boldy James, full produced.
Yeah.
Crazy,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, Bojack, and then I think before
He's gonna
that,
be in the top. Like I saw your top 5 or top 3 producers, and I'm sitting there going like,
Yeah, that's
2
right.
names you guys
The next
not
day,
talking
the
about.
next day. I hear from
Alchemist and Dilla.
Yeah. No, we said Dilla.
Did you say Dilla?
Yeah. I said Dilla.
Dilla, yeah,
Did I not say
Dilla got
Alchemist?
like the honorable mention from.
Oh, yeah.
Nah, he was in my 5. Dilla was in my 5.
Matt said that. Matt said Dilla though. Honorable mention though.
I had Dilla in my 5.
Yeah,
as well.
Yep.
But yeah, no one said
Al-
Alchemist.
And he like,
But no one said
Did I
40
not
either.
say Alk?
No one
I-
said
I thought
40
I said
either.
Alk.
Actually, no one said 48. No one
40.
said 40, yeah.
Yeah, Gene had
Gene
40.
did.
Nah, he didn't.
surely Noble
Yeah,
said 40.
40 was like his number one.
Nah,
Nah, I don't think it
Noble.
was.
Noble
Yeah,
didn't say
no,
40.
legit.
Noble
I'm pretty
said
sure I
40.
said Alk. I'm pretty sure I said the
The amount of
Alchemist.
times I used to wind
Did
up
he say-
Noble
did he say the
about Drake
Alchemist?
beats being trash.
Nah, I didn't think he said the
I'm pretty
Alchemist.
sure I said Alchemist. I don't know. Anyway,
So no, you talked about Alchemist. I just don't know if he was in anyone's
Yeah.
like top
Yeah.
rated.
but like it's got like he's been doing it for fucking like what? Fucking decades, bro. Bro, he like especially like
The best
his-
thing about him is he just does like he does like a lot of just one-offs, but like
Yeah.
he just drops straight full.
The hardest.
him in a
his
rap
whole
album.
his whole career is just fucking retarded. Been like fucking groomed by Muggs to be
Yeah,
like
Cypress
a
Hill,
producer, as
yeah.
well as like being a kid rapper with Sean Khan, being in the Hooligans, and then going on tour for like Cypress Hill, and then Be Real used to drop him off at like fucking hockey practice and shit. It's fucking absolutely retarded. You know, who fucking
And
says
then,
that?
Yeah, and then he just moved to New York and just was like Havoc and P.
Yeah.
Mob D.
Yeah, fucking Eminem,
Yeah.
producer Eminem shit.
Like traveled the world DJing for him. Like
Yeah.
I think he's
Action
that weird
Bronson.
one.
Bro, his
Just
Bronson
like
shit's
them, everyone-
crazy.
If everyone just wants to be known as like a spitter again, they just tap.
I
into
mean,
that.
purely
Yeah,
for the
facts.
sake of like just their careers and what they've done. It's kind of like the Scott Storch thing where you just kind of like, you don't realize until you realize.
Yeah.
And then you're like, wow, how much they had to do with so much. Yeah. Or, how much they produced without you either forgetting or not knowing at that time.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean?
Just knows he's just like the palest white dude ever who just like he's
bro, the food
grumpy dude and just,
bro, the
just
food
constantly
villain
stoned.
Bro, the food villain and
he doesn't leave his cave, bro.
And what he does is he taps into that artist's vibe. Like, it doesn't matter like who the artist is, but he always tailors shit for that person.
Well,
that's
why,
a fucking producer.
When I heard the B.NOLAN-LEE joint, I knew it was Alchemist beat when I heard it, like prior to hearing it.
Yeah.
But then when I heard it, I was like, didn't sound like an Alchemist beat.
Nah.
But you knew he made it for those two.
Yeah.
Like, straight away.
I had no idea it was Alchemist at all when I heard
Because
it.
it doesn't sound like traditionally like his style of
More of a J.Cole beat. You reckon?
Nah, I think he
wouldn't
just
even say
wanted to do something like
It is
like
equally
powerful,
them. Yeah,
like,
it is equally.
not just more on the underground like
Yeah.
beat maker style. He wanted to make something like
You could hear a lot of people on it.
impactful.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
hear,
could.
like I could hear Jada on it. I could hear
Yeah.
Jada Kiss.
And it was nice.
I could hear Jay-Z on it for some
Yeah,
reason.
hard.
Yeah, Jigga
Yeah,
at the end
true.
or
It
something.
had that like
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
something that
names.
Hov just
Nas,
done, but not-
Nas could be
Yeah,
on
like
it.
it was made for that like
Push.
nah, not Pusha.
I think Pusha could be on that.
Too,
You know what's surprising though?
Pusha kind of like he slows
Surely
down
they've got a
and-
But,
surely they've got a joint
but-
together, bro, somewhere.
But
Surely they've got a joint
Pusha,
together.
that when he did the diss to Drake, I was surprised he jumped on that beat.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
What was that? Is that
Story of Adonis.
Story of OJ? Yeah, Story of Adonis. But
Yeah,
there was the
yeah,
story of
the story of
OJ,
OJ, yeah.
Jay-Z beat,
That's the hardest beat.
and I was just like, yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
beat's
that's
crazy.
true. Actually,
Yeah.
now that you put it that way,
Yeah.
it's not something that Pusha would get on.
Yeah, I was surprised when he did that, but it fit well. But yeah, nah, full respect and credit and apologies to Alchemist
Gee, he deserves it, bro.
for not mentioning you more in our top 5 producers.
But like he,
Don't let me start on Madlib now.
Well, I think Matt said Madlib.
well, yeah. No, I see Madlib.
Oh yeah.
But then even saying that too, like, fucking Alchemist's like rap shit is hard too. Like he's got like a group with like Oh No, who's Madlib's brother, and like production for like even like Alchemist bars are hard too. Like he's underrated as a rapper as well, and he only raps sometimes.
He doesn't really do it very much anymore.
Nah, but he's so hard with whatever he does, bro. He's fucked, G.
Facts. Well, I guess we talked about it a little bit off air, but we'll lean into the fashion aspect.
Yes,
right
I've
here.
been waiting for this.
Obviously, we're here with Sam, brand director of Starter ANZ.
Yes, sir.
Oosh.
You know.
Among other
for the
brands that
stars.
he's among other brands, among other brands.
The only star, the true star.
The star that we all look for.
Yeah, look for the stuff.
The only star that we look for. Bars. Anyway, greatest fashion eras
In hip-hop?
Yeah, in hip hop.
Oosh.
I gotta say the 80s is underrated. The Dapper
I was
Dan
gonna
era.
say
Like,
the 80s.
It's hard
too,
because you can pick apart everyone.
Because if you think about it, we're not here today without the Dapper Dan era.
yeah.
Virgil isn't at Louis Vuitton without the Dapper Dan era.
It was all the silver. Nah, it was more of the silver shit in fucking
No
like
one
the
would wear
'90s,
it, like, yeah, nah,
like 2000s. The silver shit. The silver shit was whack.
Run, like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
they were the first non-athlete to be sponsored by a sports
Adidas.
brand.
Yeah. Which was hard as.
That's
and they wore
crazy.
that shit.
Crazy, yeah.
And they wore that
They
shit
were the
like-
first.
Facts.
And they wore that shit with like no laces and shit. And like,
Nah, the fat laces
oh, and then they did no laces too. After that,
and the tracksuits. But you think about that shit, like an Adidas like matching tracksuit. People still rock that shit because of them.
yeah,
Facts.
100%.
Yeah, like
That's like the
Hip-hop-
'80s look too.
hip hop runs so
and like
much.
those massive big like gold chain like ropes.
Oh,
man,
the
like,
rope joints.
Kango buckets. Those like gazelles or whatever, those fat ass.
Yeah, those
sunnies.
massive ass glasses. Yeah.
Like I don't know. Like in a way, it is crazy what Kanye's done, but in a way, it should be to no surprise because like hip hop has always ran everything culturally.
Yeah, straight up.
You know what I mean? Like
Bro, hip hop runs
like-
the world, bro.
like Allen Iverson doesn't dress the way he dresses without hip hop.
Yeah, but
Facts.
this is a throw. But like this is what I was thinking about is like what's the biggest impactful thing on hip hop fashion, and like I would say personally is like sports because like everyone wears
Jerseys.
a hat that's from their town,
True.
or
Yeah.
jerseys or like.
And then Allen Iverson.
Like
Or
that's
Jordans.
because people represent where they're from.
True.
Yeah.
Sports teams,
yeah, deadass. They've always got that shit on their shirts and shit.
and it's like that was my what. do
Yeah,
you
they
think-
go hand in hand.
It's-
there.
and
what
it's
do you
crazy
think is
though.
the most impactful thing in hip hop fashion, like.
But a new era hat. It's got to be at least like a new era hat, like later on, because it's the easiest thing to cop, the easiest thing to wear, and most people from that place wear that fucking
Well,
hat.
like, but like prior to New Era hats, you could say that, Will Smith was wearing starter hats, bro.
Oh yeah, deadass. She set this one up, hey. This fucking guy, G. This fucking guy.
Yeah,
Yeah, but legit, like even Jordan's in that, bro. That,
Yeah, 100%.
It's like the sport, like fucking the biggest sneakers in the game were a sports shoe first.
straight
Yeah,
up.
and like people from like Chicago all wore Jordans. People in New York wore Jordans, but they shouldn't.
No, but then you think then you can go
Yeah,
like
Ewings
New
and
York on
shit.
it, and it's like they were wearing Timbs. And
Yeah,
Carhartt,
Ewings.
'cause it was
Ewings.
cold.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
were wearing
Yeah.
Ewings.
Yeah, Ewings.
Ewings.
But that's
all
what I
that
mean.
sort of
Like
shit.
Tim's
So-
have been around and a part of the culture for forever.
Yeah,
But it's never.
Timberland needed an honorable mention.
Yeah,
in that,
it's never gone up or down. It's just been like
Timbs are just
it's just been a
steady.
consistent, right?
Yeah, it's like if
Where
you're
it's
wearing
like-
boots, they're Timbs.
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying. Like, if you don't know your value as a creative
Double
or
sole.
anything, like Nike is Nike because of Michael, and everything
Yep.
else, like everyone that came into Nike is because like LeBron, Kobe,
Yeah,
Serena Williams, Roger. They're not going to Nike unless they'd seen what they did with Mike. So in a sense, like
Yeah, but
Sam's
yeah.
right. Like you don't like the sports aspect to hip hop is very like it is number one to, but it's just the way how it was styled was hip hop.
Yeah.
Like you don't get the style without sports, and then you don't get how it's styled without the artist.
That's
Because
why-
like
But it was the crossover in sport when like Iverson,
and then
Mellows,
and
they
then
started
Dipset
breaking the
Dipset wears
rules
it
of
like
what
this.
they could wear on court.
Yeah.
and they'd cop the fines, and then like that was the hip hop element going back in the sport because they were like, "Nah, fuck you! Like you can't tell me how to do my hair or wear sweatbands."
Yeah.
and shit. Like,
Yeah, which is the hardest shit, tattoos and shit.
yeah.
Well, that's
yeah,
it.
They was like, they
Ice.
used to have like a real strict tattoo policy.
Because that was like
Ice and shit,
that was
yeah.
that was that Michigan team with Chris Webber, Jalen Rose, and like I'm mind blanking Alonzo, but they were the ones that were like, we don't want the shorts to come above the knee, like we want to do the back, like we don't want the shorts,
Yeah,
like
baggy joints.
and that was just they said is purely based off like because of hip hop, and it's like it's weird because it's so synonymous with one another. You know what I mean? Like Drake has the line, they want to be them, they want to, we want to be them, and they want to be us, and it's like it's just so true, like.
Even like rappers bars,
Well, it's just
even like
the
rappers
most
bars and
impactful
shit.
things on just culture, full stop. It's
Yeah.
like pretty much hip hop in the world, and then like sports.
Yeah.
it's either like
You see them both on
NBA
TV.
or it's like football.
Facts.
You see them both on TV like so much.
And it even trickles down to like the smaller sports, like like say like the All Blacks and shit. They all want to dress hip hop. And look
Yeah.
like
That's what I'm excited for.
Bro, hip hop influences.
That's what I'm
everything.
excited for here, because it's like,
it's not only like the musical sense. It's completely like fashion and culture.
yeah, like I
fashion.
can't wait till fashion like comes into our sports here in Australia. Like in the NBL,
Well,
in the NRL, in the
Some of them are doing it,
in-
some of them
in
are doing
uni.
it.
Like you see them, they're starting to even like clock like
the tunnel fits.
tunnel fits,
Yeah,
bro. Like,
yeah.
like, that's the new thing this year that I've noticed.
Yeah.
that they've been doing.
Some of them are
Like,
fly, bro.
they're, like
Yeah,
they
like
may not be wearing as much Louis as like.
yeah, I see the bullet. The
some of them
bullets.
Yeah,
big
for sure.
But they're trying. Dog.
The bullets,
They're out
Yeah.
the bullets have been doing tunnel fits. Shout out to all the
Tamori,
bullet.
bro.
Yeah,
He's
shout out to all the Brisbane bullet. Yeah,
looking
Tamori
fly.
and all the guys that they're
doing
doing
some
that thing with the
Balenciagas the
NBL.
other day.
Yeah, with the Brisbane Bullets tunnel fits. But it's like it's cool because now there's that style being brought to life here. You know what I mean? Like, it's just
That
really,
would never be a thing in New Zealand, bro.
what's that?
Like, just that whole buzz, I feel like.
No, All
with
Blacks
like
are doing.
fashion and stuff, bro. No, yeah, I get it. Like, people would wear it, but it's like, I just feel like that's not a very New Zealand thing to do. It's weird, bro.
I totally agree.
Yeah, it's just
I feel like it's like. You
But we
don't
still
wanna be
dress
called
well,
out
bro.
Like you're trying to
like you're trying to be
dress
some,
too fly,
trying to
yeah.
look too cool.
Yeah. But then in saying that too, like I feel like New Zealand, like we're that country that like obviously you get like the rugged side that like only wear like
Why'd you point your hand this way, bro? Why couldn't you have pointed it that way?
On the other hand, you get really creative, people.
well, you got dreads, so it's your own fault. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. You dress well. You dress well, G. You
Profiling.
You dress well. You dress well.
Profiling in the building.
No, it's because I don't have hair, bro. Fuck up. Anyway, so like,
I think what you're trying to say is New Zealand's actually quite ahead of the curve in the creative and like.
Well,
no, we dress well. We dress
Yeah,
well.
I think you guys could- I think there could be a
New Zealand dresses well, bro.
yeah, I think there could be a whole new style that's just that can be
But
built
there
there.
is
You know
a
what I
style
mean?
over here, but like you don't. It's never like glorified in like a tunnel fit. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah, we'd never
where
get that.
people
You
are
would never
going,
see the All
"Oh,
Blacks
that
running
dude's wearing
through.
socks and slides. Like.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you'll never
but-
see you'd never see the All Blacks rolling through like wearing like
No.
crazy outfits and shit. But the thing too is that like
Nah,
There's
starting to
youngins.
flex when they get off the bus, bro. You watch them like. When
Yeah,
like,
but
Is it
see,
Moe's? When they got the
but
Moe's going, bro,
a perfect
they're on.
example of it is like Steven Adams,
Yeah,
bro.
I knew you was gonna say him just now. Eh?
Like,
I knew you were
but,
gonna
that's,
say
but
him.
because that's the most Kiwi you can get, bro.
Kiwi fucking guy.
Like, I'm like, bro, why are you wearing hunting and fishing gears, bro? Like,
Yeah,
flex
but
a little
the
bit.
one, G.
But this is
I'm
the
like,
thing.
flex a little bit, bro.
This is the thing. He is flexing.
Yeah.
He is
It's
flexing.
like, yo,
Bro, you see
like-
Izzy wears that shit too, bro.
But that's but see,
but
Izzy's different, bro.
Izzy used to wear that shit, bro.
Oh,
straight
No.
up.
Izzy's different in the sense of he doesn't care for that culture
Yeah.
of like, not standing out. You
Yeah,
know what I
yeah,
mean? Izzy
yeah.
doesn't care for that.
Yeah.
But like,
'Cause naturally
but
he stands out anyway.
Like he's, he rocks like fresh. Like he may not be like the dude who's like wearing the flyest shit, but he's wearing stuff that's on trend. He's not like sticking
Yeah.
out. He's not
Yeah.
like Steven Adams.
No, but what I
just
mean
wearing-
is like, in New Zealand, bro, it's like,
You wear that shit because it's normal.
but it's frowned upon to stand out. You know what I mean? That's what I
Yeah.
mean in a sense of people won't really rock with it. I feel like people are starting to, like that culture is starting to change in New Zealand, but that was heavy. Like, it's like, it was heavy. Like, you either look like us or,
You're not us.
yeah.
But
It
then
was one of those things.
But like being from like a small town too, like it was one of those things that like I felt like we were always steezy. Like even looking at like my mates and stuff, like fucking there was like certain people that I looked at and I'm like,
Where you from, G?
Facebook
what?
photos.
I'm from Gizzy.
From Gizzy.
Yeah.
And you guys are steezy?
Gee, I've never seen
Nah.
a steezy person come from.
No, straight up. No, my boys.
And when you said rugged, you pointed at me. And you're from Gisborne.
We're from Gizzy, and you're sneezy.
Yeah, my boys are like
just
straight
joking.
up. Like my bros like dress well, and they're the ones that are like looked at for like style and shit. And then
Yeah, for sure.
As I slowly like grew up and shit.
Stay, my guy.
So you're saying you got style?
Gee, I fucking dress well, G.
I'm just having on, bro.
Gee, it's all good, G. I dress well. Like, no, I know I dress well.
I'm honestly interested to hear more on this because obviously I'm here, so I've been here my whole life, so I don't really know, you know.
It's
No.
funny because I'm fucking like, I grew up in Invercargill, bro. It's
The
like
arsehole of the world.
Unsteeziest place in the world.
That's all of the world.
But as soon as I went to uni in Dunedin,
So that's a beautiful one there. Invercargill's nice, bro.
yeah,
Is it?
great
Crazy.
place to grow up.
Never been there.
Yeah. But
I haven't.
when I moved to Dunedin, it was just like uni towns. So there's just like people from all over New Zealand. There's all these people from Auckland, and they're just rolling in the freshest gears. I was like, fuck! I just took my student loan and just like went and just like had to go cop some gears.
I love how you said that.
Up, bro.
Oh, that's the best way you could have said it.
Times where it was just like skinny jeans and like raglan tees.
Oh,
or like the lower,
bro.
The lower joints.
I just wore strictly lower for like 3 years.
Lower jeans, bro. The lower skinnies were hard, bro.
Everyone was on that bus there.
The lower was
I met
crazy.
the dudes afterwards and like worked with them for a while, and they were like the coolest dudes.
I only had one pair of lower jeans.
Them shits were hard though.
Yeah, the ones with the clouds on the ass.
Yeah.
I only had that one pair.
That was literally the first thing I saw, and I went and bought like that day. I was like, I just saw this dude. He's got jeans on with clouds on, and they look fly. And he was like, yeah, there's a rack of them over there.
I remember telling my dad, bro.
Colour.
I remember telling my dad, I'm like, yo, like, because my dad used to live in Rotorua, which is closer to Tauranga than fucking Gisborne is, and that's where like the lower.
Oh yeah,
Tauranga. Yeah, I was from the mount.
Yeah. And then I said to my dad, I was like, yo, can we go here on the weekend? He's like, yeah, sweet. Went there, bro. I frothed, bought a pair of went to Thanks. So that was like the store that used to sell like lower and like cool shit. Anyway, went to Thanks, bought reverse jam fucking Reeboks, and I bought my first pair of fucking lower joints, and I felt like I was the flyest cunt, bro. It was the hardest shit.
Yeah, what was the first pair of shoes that you got, and you're like, I am hip hop. what's your first pair of shoes?
Like, Chuck Taylor's.
Yeah, bro, Chuck Taylor's.
I was 11 years old.
I was never a Chuck Taylor guy. Yeah,
I've got
reverse jams.
Got a black pair of Chucks, bro, and some white fat laces.
True.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine's either. I don't know which one came first. It's either Air Force Ones or Superstars.
Yeah, mine was Superstars.
I had my first Superstars was a white with the red, red stripes.
That's
yeah.
hard.
And then I think I had my first Air Force Ones was like white and navy.
I had white and brown Air Force Ones. They were hard.
True.
They were like my first like solid ones. But the first like cool shoes that I bought were fucking.
I stole my first pair of Air Force Ones.
Ooh, jeez. Allegedly.
They were like they had like the soles were like translucent.
Oosh.
Yeah.
Oh, what, like
they were white,
yeah,
bro.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I stole. They weren't brand new, but
yeah.
That's all right.
in South Auckland, bro, it don't matter.
Got them done that.
But the first pair I got like that my parents bought for me were like all white, and then at the same time I had a white and red pair.
Yeah.
And then those got stolen.
Man, Foot Locker was so good back then.
Karma.
Really? I'd never been to a Foot Locker until I came over here.
True, bro. Foot Locker
Yeah,
is so good,
never seen
bro.
them, bro. Never seen them.
There's not many Foot Lockers down south.
Nah.
True.
Same in Gizzy.
I had
too,
walked
bro.
into Foot Locker
Walked
and
past
then walked
that.
out.
Yeah, I used to
Red
get a Foot Locker, bro. This was
Red
in the era, bro. You remember the era where you it was appropriate to wear like sweatbands on your arm?
Bro, I'm not even lying. The long ones?
Bro, Keegan knows he had the sweatbands too. Me and Keegan
The long ones on your forearm, then the little ones here,
the Jordan ones,
you know?
The little thin ones, and you'd wear heaps of them.
Yeah, bro, you matched the Nike
couple on the
sweatband with your
Yeah.
shoes, bro. You know what I mean?
Oh, I'm not gonna
Yes,
lie.
sir.
I was about
Headbands?
that. I was
Headbands?
about that.
Nah, not headbands.
His
Not headbands for
arms.
me.
I used to do double
Yes.
do-rags, bro.
Oh, we were talking about that before.
Yeah, like when I used to braid my hair. I used
Cape
to
down?
do-
Cape down or nah?
Nah.
Not Cape down.
Nah.
Oh.
No, I don't know why I never done Cape down.
Bro, Cape down.
I
Have that
used,
shit
to, I, used
hanging
to, I
out.
used to roll the back
It
up
was-
and like stuff in
It was like impossible to find like fitteds here. Like here,
that
it
in
was
Gizzy.
all just fake fitteds. Like for so long.
Oh, bro, honestly, fake fitteds and fake snapbacks, bro. In Auckland was like fake
The spot
clothes
to get
town,
it,
bro.
yeah.
You get
Gizzy
fake
had that
anything
shit
in
too,
Auckland,
bro.
bro, I swear.
This
Gizzy-
Asian dude in Vancouver, where I used to get all the fake vape, bro.
Yeah, bro.
But the thing
fake,
is,
fake
fake
hoodies and that.
The zip up all
Yeah,
the way
bro.
with the diamonds
Yeah.
all over.
Yeah,
But the thing is,
Was
fake.
it, that was
I had the colourful monkey
that
face
was
one.
ice cream or babe or one of them.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
fake
yeah.
vape was always quality though.
Yeah, but it was and it was mean. No, the prints would always wash off. I remember. I
yeah,
got
the
this,
fade hard out, or the zipper part would be like
It's just the hats,
Bumpy
bro.
ears,
The
okay.
fake hats would just never last. They just never look like it.
Nah, the fit was always whack.
Yeah, and they're always like mad tight. Yeah,
Yeah, it's just you can't make the fake. You can't just make the fake fitted or fake snapback work. It
Yeah,
just
I
doesn't
had
work.
I had the fake Bape hoodie, zip all the way up one with all the colourful monkeys on it. Bought it, washed it, faded straight away. I remember rolling into like the cool shop. Walking in, and the dude was looking at me. He's just like, "Oh, where'd you get that from?" And I was like, "Oh, my cousin knew it." Like, I didn't know anything about fake shit, bro, at the time. So I was like, "Oh, my cousin bought it for me." He's just like, "Oh, I think it's fake." And I was just like, "Nah." And then after that, bro, I was just like, "Yeah, it's fake." For $40, bro. It's like $200.
I remember buying my first pair of fake Jordans, bro.
Yeah.
I say
From
first pair
markets?
like I bought more, but my only pair of fake Jordans.
From the markets.
Nah, I bought them off my cousin, bro.
Oh, really? Did he know?
There were
snitch you up?
some Spizikes.
Spizikes.
Yeah.
Oh,
I've never been-
bullshit.
I've never been duped with a fake pair of Jordans.
I was young, bro. Like and I didn't care. I was just like, yeah, bro, give me some Jordans.
Did you know?
Huh?
Did you know? How did you find out?
Yeah, how did you find out?
Afterwards, when like you know what I mean.
Oh, when you got it?
educated, nah, like when you're educated,
later
like,
on, yeah.
bro, this shit
Oh,
is
like
fake.
later on in life.
He was like, yo, nah, I could get them for you for $80. I was like, straight up, some Jordans. He's like, yeah. I was
Yo,
like,
let me
all right,
hold
sweet.
that.
Yeah, I had a friend in school that had like a Air Force One business.
Same,
Like, copped
I
them
had
for
a
like
mate-
30,
I
copped
had
them
a
for
mate,
like
his name
30,
was
40,
Albert.
sell them for like, 80, 90.
Yeah, and
like,
he had like did your mate have a folder?
No, he was just on eBay. He'd be on eBay.
Bro,
He'd
my
be on
mate had a folder,
eBay,
G.
like just like finding
Yeah.
pairs, finding
That is
pairs.
a catalog.
Yeah, bro.
Just kids at school would be like, oh, I want these colors, you know, and he just
they
go on
got,
eBay and just
bandana,
go, like, just
bandana Air
find.
Forces. And
Yeah,
Everybody wanted bandana shits, bro.
the Air Force
Paisley.
One era, bro.
Parsley.
It was
Everyone
real.
wanted the Paisleys,
Everybody
bro.
wanted the parsley joints.
Yeah, man.
Everyone still wants the Paisleys, bro.
Yeah, bro,
Straight up,
deadass.
eh?
Bro. And the era of like white tees and that, bro.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
the
big
ATL
boy
era.
ones?
Yeah.
Oh,
The
gee.
ATL era, that's
Like, Uncle
probably
said-
my favorite era.
I
of-
never-
Uncle said 2000s, bro.
I never
Yeah,
was
bro.
really in
The
a.
jeans were like they're almost below the knees there.
Bro, 38.
Bro,
38
shorts were like
Dickies,
3/4 pants. G.
38 Dickies, 4XL fucking white tees, bro.
I was
bro.
here, bro. I was here, bro, and I was young, so jeans didn't exist, bro. Like it's just too hot.
Yeah, for
you know,
sure.
like it's just like
Be shorts all the
I
time,
wasn't
eh?
thinking of dressing anything like that at all.
Bro, even velour sweatsuits, bro.
Can't do
I
that.
had a
here.
couple
Bro,
of
straight
those.
up, bro.
Can't do
Sean
that
Paul.
here. Hey.
I had a couple of those.
Sean
I
Paul
just can't do
tracksuits,
that.
bro.
People just look
Them
at
shits
me
were
weird.
hard, bro. The light blue joints. The light blue
love
joints.
Yeah,
were
I
fucking
know what you're
hard,
talking
bro.
about.
Don't
But I
worry,
just
G.
people get the wrong idea.
Bro, the velour tracksuits, bro.
Bro, them
so
shits were hard,
embarrassing,
bro.
bro.
The Sean Paul joints.
Bro,
Sean- no,
freaking
Sean
massive ass polo shirts, bro.
Sean
like,
John.
Yeah, I
Shorts
was
and
about
Timbs.
that, yeah.
I just remember the basketball shorts, bro. Just the basketball shorts
big ass.
were massive, bro.
N1 one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
bro.
N,
All the
the
backwards,
N1 era.
the N1 era, holy.
Yeah, surely everyone had a pair of N1 shoes.
Yeah, G.
Yeah, I had some
G.
N1s.
And the shorts. I had fake
The
shorts,
shorts,
and
yeah.
real shoes.
How do you have fake N1 shorts?
That's
horrible.
From the shop.
Bro,
It's like
the real joints are like $25.
It's one of the most accessible
G, not in Gizzy G. Not in Gizzy G. They were
Yeah,
$25.
they were N2.
And 1.5 G.
N1.5.
And one.
With an R on the end. Them shits were hard.
Bro,
Oh,
I remember, bro, my mother-in-law, she worked, what do you call it? You know, like those trucks or vans or whatever, and they're like,
Oh,
they sell clothes and stuff
But
from
you
like
have
your
to have
street.
you have to have like a membership,
Yeah.
and then go in.
She worked for those
Yeah.
one of those places, and she was like, "Oh, if you want, you can like when me and my wife started going out, she was like, if you want, you could come to the like van, have a look at what you want, and just you can have it."
True.
And I was like, "Oh, yo, sweet." And then she had a
weird
workmate
skate
with
shoes,
her, and he was like, "Yo, I got the new Machiavellis." I was like, the new what? He's like, the new Machiavellis. I was like, oh, okay, sweet. Walked in, bro, he grabbed these shoes, bro, and they were white, and they had like American money print on they were like the trim on it, and then it had Tupac's face, bro. Tupac's face on the side. And he was like, yeah, bro, I got the new Machiavellis. Bro, I turned around, I was like, there's no such thing as Machiavellis, bro. What the hell are you doing?
Man,
I was just like, nah, G, I'm good, bro. And then walked straight out, bro, and that was it. I was like, nah, I ain't taking anything
I want
from
a pair
there,
of them
bro.
now.
Oh my
I want a pair of
goodness.
them.
You know, some
Machiavellis.
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 Yo, I got a question for you, Uncle.
Me.
So yeah. Okay, so
Is it because we ripped you out of our Gizmo?
nah. So like, we're talking about like inspiration and stuff. Do you draw most things from? Do you draw most of your inspiration from like? Oh, sorry. No, wait. How? I'll bring that back. Who's the person that you idolize as like a style icon, as like a rapper / sports person / like designer? Like, is there one person that you get from everything, or is there one person that you like that you buzz over?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
It's hard because it's like it's always like through periods of time.
Yeah. Do you have like a top 5 though?
Yeah, Allen Iverson, 100%. When I was like,
I can see that.
When I was obsessed with basketball and like the Sixers they were my team, and like I used to just and like that was like my whole sports jersey thing. Like I've always just loved wearing sports jerseys
And
it has that like hip hop connotation.
Yeah.
But then I love sports as well.
Yeah, and being a sports person.
And like just something about wearing like an American sports jersey over here, it seems like so like people don't see it every day. Whereas like if you go to America, it's just like every other man and their dogs rolling around in hockey jerseys, and football jerseys, but you don't see that here. So like, and there's just something of like sports jerseys are always just so like colourful and bold.
Yeah,
like people get sucked into just wearing black and just like the same shit all the time. Whereas like I can wear like a purple Ducks jersey one day and then a blue Bill and they just like each one just has like I don't know, you just buy a 3XL version of everything and it
different
just
day, different colour, fairly colourful, fairly dark.
So like Allen Iverson is one.
Do you have like a brand that you like?
At the moment, I would say Aim Leon Dor.
Yeah, I was about to say that with like Alchemist and shit.
Well, like I feel like they've kind of like run off the back of like Kith and just kind of like not in a way stolen that whole like New York side of the brand, but I feel like Kith have just been running their course so hard and just relying so much on
branding
collaborations, whereas like Aim Leon Dor have kind of like they've gone at a more relaxed approach, seems like more elevated, and then they like this in their photo shoots they just use like everyone, like random people, and it's just like the way they style it and everything, and it's just like it's just like a simple backdrop.
Yeah,
and what they've been doing recently is, which is really cool, they like they did it like maybe a year ago, and they've just dropped a second range where they go out and find like they curate like a range of like vintage stuff, shoot it, and then sell it. Like, and it's just stuff that like, you know, there's a lot of people selling like vintage stuff, but the stuff that they seem to find is always just like
next level.
And it's just the way they throw it together. They're like my number one at the moment. Like they're like, especially just for inspiration, but I could never buy it. It's just so expensive.
All right, what about an artist or musician?
Current or like just in general?
Both,
like before, like Dipset, like
go three, go
2000s,
past,
Dipset.
present, future.
Yeah, all right. That's
Past,
good.
present, and future.
Well, like past, present.
I guess like past would be like Wu-Tang and like Dipset, like Carhartt. And then like the Dipset area where they were wearing like the massive baseball jerseys. It was
super
like
leathers,
the pinwheel hats, like
everything matching,
fitted.
Yeah, which like I'm a sucker for that. I just can't like it's like almost like my OCD. I have to like have colours matching.
Yeah,
to the point where I like and like teams like I can't go out wearing like
3 different
a jersey
teams
or like a hat that's from different places.
Yeah,
it's just like I don't know, it's like my gripe.
Yeah,
I can't do it. But then, like, I don't know. Then there was like I did go through a like complete offshoot, and when like I got sucked into the. Well, I didn't get sucked in, but I was just heavy on the Tyler area as well. I guess at that time I was pretty like heavily into skateboarding and just like things like that. Kind of like swayed from sports style
to skate style.
Yeah. And then now, in terms of like artists. It's hard because I think like it's so varied in styles now. There's no real like hip hop artists in the scene now that I look at and go think that I like the way they dress.
Yeah.
But you still pull stuff from
I'd still like
bits and pieces.
Still, yeah, that's a tough one. Like modern day, I think like maybe like Pharrell in a sense. I think he's just got like he always just has a real curated style. Like
him and Nigo done real well to mature in fashion.
especially
and
like
he's just like he just every he just looks immaculate all the time.
especially like his non-binary
His fits are just like so precise.
Like even just with
It's
their
so
brands
casual as well. Like,
especially like his non-binary stuff, like just like blank hoodies, like super fire, like all colors.
I just like the maturity in their brands, even.
Yeah.
You know, like with human made as well as.
Especially what Nigo's doing, how he like got rid of Babe, did this, and then doing the next thing now he's doing like Kenzo, which is like different too.
Yeah, like
so
it's
hard.
just dope to see like just that growth as an artist.
yeah. Not so much my personal style, but on like artists that have just like completely
They
refined
dress
their
well.
style and like owned it. Like Tyler now, like he's
Yeah.
no longer the
skate,
Supreme 5-panel wearing dude. Well, he still actually wears them, but like
No, he's just like
on this,
Gucci.
like, modern man Lacoste, like
Yeah.
which is like not my style, but like he's just owned that, and like you can tell he's like because he's obviously like everything he's inspired by is Pharrell and the way Pharrell's done everything. He like Tyler's like his like it's almost like his son, but
Bro,
he's now
straight
refined
up.
himself into this fashion world, and that's like where he sits. I like the way like ASAP Rocky dresses, like
In general.
yeah, I think it's like, and I don't know, I just like dudes that are like, I don't like dudes that are wearing fucking tight ass skinny jeans and like the flossy side of like hip hop now.
Like the designer,
yeah,
everything's
like,
designer
dudes are
right
wearing
now.
just like tight ass hoodies when they shouldn't be wearing tight ass hoodies. It's like just fucking put on a baggy hoodie and like. Don't just have the skinny jeans and the fucking tight Gucci hoodie with the chains all on the top. Like
There's nothing innovative right now in fashion and hip hop. Like it's just a lot of designer. You know.
Yeah. It's completely about the flex more so than they're like.
Yeah, it's the name. It's the branded things that.
Well, that was gonna be
layering brands on brands on brands.
But that was gonna be the blessing and Virgil at Louis, right? It was
Yeah.
like the perfect storm that we didn't get to see fully in fruition. You know.
Because it's one of those things too, like you see someone and they've got like boatloads of money and they wear all these brands on top of each other, but they don't do it well. And then you see like someone who's like doesn't have money and they will save up to cop at least one joint, but they curate it well. Like you get what I mean? That's the fire of shit. Because if you just stack brands on brands on brands and don't wear it well, like you look like a piece of shit. But like those dudes that do fucking do it well are fucking doing it.
Like I just don't know how Virgil got like Louis Vuitton and Nike together to do that Air Force One.
Oh, bro. Everything
It's like
that he did was just like.
He touched every.
Honestly, bro, like I honestly felt like, you know, he would have been battling with something for so long, but like with what he was going through for so long, but he knew how long he had this in the pipeline and he wanted to see it come to fruition.
Yeah, and that's what they say. Like he took a year off, which I reckon he obviously knew something was coming. So
Yeah.
he
Try and come back.
invested with his like time with his family whilst planning out like
What he's going to do.
his final moves.
That's crazy.
It's
We'll never
funny
see
'cause
anything like that.
I
eh?
used to, when Virgil first like popped off in the scene, I wasn't like a massive fan. I used to actually kind of think he was like a bit of a culture vulture. If he was just like he would just kind of go from so many different elements of like culture, from like graffiti, like DJs and
Skateboarding,
to skateboarding to then like obviously the whole hip hop like side. But then like once you actually like learn more and hear him talk, you're like he's so invested in like
The culture.
everything about like cultures and underground scenes and like music and like the whole clubbing thing in the UK and like DJs and how he's so tied in that, but then he's so tied in with hip hop and then like the graffiti side, then the skateboarding side, and like it's crazy how someone could be that tapped into. So like I like take my hat off to that because like I'm kind of like pretty tapped into like different music scenes and all this other stuff, but like to be on that level.
Yeah.
And be able to like and be respected by people, and like that's the reason you kind of like kind of back him a bit because the people who you idolize in those cultures respect him. So you're like, oh, they've given him the cosign, so he's like, he's not just grabbing onto these cultures to make himself bigger. He's actually like reached out to so many different
Facts.
people. And he's like everyone once he passed away, like everyone was just reposting messages and like chat to them. Everyone from like all over.
Yeah.
Like Goldie, who's like this guy who's
the OG.
Kind of kingpin of drum and bass music in the UK, was like walked in his last Louis campaign and had hung out with him all the time. It's just like crazy people that he kind of impacted.
Skaters and shit too.
Yeah, so many people, man.
Pulling up people, pulling up random skaters, and then them like fucking him bringing them on tour, as well as like fucking like Virgil like DJing.
It'd be interesting if there's someone who's like crosses over that fashion designer side into hip hop like he did after he's gone now. And
he dressed Kanye. He was Kanye's fucking creative director, which is wild. You know, he's a fucking guy.
Something going on in Chicago, man.
Yeah.
Too many talented designers.
So
There's something in the water over there, man.
Straight up,
Chicago. Different level. But yeah. Anything else that you're looking at how long we're going for? It's hour and 16 minutes.
I don't look, G.
Hour and 16, really?
Yeah, hour and 16
I'm just happy
minutes.
to hang out with my friends. I'm just happy to have this fucking guy on the fucking podcast.
Well, yeah. Thanks for joining us.
He's been hitting us up.
It's the first time, but we know it's not going to be the last time, for sure.
Nah, Uncle's going to be back.
We'll be doing some album reviews.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think we'll probably all have to come together very soon for some album reviews.
Yeah.
If it's Donda 2 and it's Conway and it's Benny.
When you want to do the Conway, Benny debate on those two albums, I'll be ready for that.
Yeah, hard actually. That might have to just be an episode.
You already know.
It'll be a Benny verse Conway.
Yeah. And Gene has to listen to both of them.
He will. He
has to listen to them.
He loves Griselda.
Before, like how there might not be a Griselda album this year, but you think about it,
it's gonna be
like Pain Talk 4 is gonna be basically a Griselda album. There'll be at least 2 or 3 tracks with all of them on it.
Yeah, there'll be that.
Yeah, for sure.
Like,
there's gonna be what
I just don't think we get a
track like their collective output.
We'll get that. I just don't think we'll get a.
Always dropping together.
Yeah, I just don't think we'll get a. What was she gonna do?
Yeah.
You know, I don't think we'll get that.
It, bro.
I know what they said. I don't care what I told you. What I think is gonna happen. You can be. I can be wrong. I don't care about being wrong, but I'm gonna say my stance because I have to. You know.
Talk your talk.
So if I'm wrong, then good. But if I'm right, then I told you.
This fucking guy, eh?
I know.
This fucking guy.
I've got a question.
Yeah. Okay.
What made you want to cut your hair, G?
Ush.
It's just too much maintenance. You know, bro. It's too much maintenance.
Yeah.
You know, bro.
Oh, bro, you hurt him, bro. That one hurt.
No, I'm bald, bro. It's all good.
That's
I
done.
didn't say it.
I had to do it. I
I just touched you.
I had to do it, G.
I just
Your
touched
lineup's fucked up though. I can see it from here.
I told you.
Dude, it's alright, G. It's alright, G.
Maintenance, all right.
That's alright, G. You only put us on here
it's
for a
just too
reason.
much maintenance. The braids in there is too much maintenance.
And they cost a lot.
Hey, what'd you say?
They cost a lot unless your partner or like your sister
Yeah.
can braid your hair and crap.
Had.
They cost a lot.
Yeah, it's too much maintenance. Too much maintenance for me. Not for me anymore.
It's
gone
for the starter campaign.
Yeah, new look for the start of campaign.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. But yeah, nothing else?
No.
No.
Shout out to Uncle though.
Yeah.
Short thing to having me on.
Shout out to Sam for being a part of this one. And like we said, we'll definitely have
That's fire.
he'll definitely be here for some reviews and some other episodes in the future for sure.
Yes, sir.
You got anything? Final words?
Nah, I don't.
Final words?
I'm good.
Nah.
Okay. Final words?
No, bro, thanks for having me on.
All right, I'll give Gene's final words, which
Yeah,
is
let's have a feed.
make sure you stay well versed.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace.